G'day guys, this is Captain Noob here today with the Furious Combat Shotgun. Now you may be noticing the giant ass scope I've got on top of this weapon, and it actually serves a purpose, and I'll explain that as I'm killing these gunners. You see, since Fallout 4 regards weapons that are operated by two hands like this, a shotgun, as a rifle, you actually benefit from the bonuses that Sniper gives you, and Sniper Rank 2 gives you... Oh, gonna narrate here. Sniper Rank 2 gives you an ability to paralyze your enemies or knock them down if you shoot at them while looking through a scope. And if you see there, I just dropped that gunner to the floor. So by doing that, it allows me to neutralize a threat very quickly, because the percentage of the chance of them dropping is calculated per projectile, and since this combat shotgun has the advanced receiver, it'll be shooting 8 pellets, so that's 8 projectiles per shot, which gives me a very good chance to actually, knock down my enemies as I shoot at them. I need to be careful about these turrets though, because they're out of range and they're not susceptible to that sort of thing. I'm worried about that turret. The other turret's only usually a level 1 turret, so I don't need to bat him nearly as much. Broke both of her legs. And while they're on the ground, you can actually still get the knockdown effect on them, so it knocks them down for even more time. Wait for that grenade to go off before clearing out this room. Okay, he's down. Next one. Take out the turret. There we go, she's down too. I'll be able to wail on her like this. Shotgun doesn't have terrible range on it, but it does lack in damage a little bit further out. I feel like a real 12 gauge shotgun would be doing a lot more damage to a person than this from that distance. Anyway, we'll move on. Since we're almost dead here, we can probably knock down this person as soon as we shoot them. We did. While she's getting up, we'll empty the rest of the bullets we need to into her. Now this is where it gets a bit tricky, because I am couple of shots away from dying, so I need to make good use out of what pellets I do shoot. In fact, what I might do here is okay, I'm gonna try and get under him. That basic gunner is no threat to me. Quickly knock down these people as quickly as I can. Alternate between shooting at them depending on which one's getting up, and we should be fine. Excellent. Killed him. Not much I can do about this turret, but I can sneak up on him. Managed to get a sneak attack crit there. Took him out in one shot. Same with that turret. So there you go. Even when playing cautious, this weapon is very, very good for clearing out mobs at close range, at least. We'll move on to some monsters. Alright, so here we are near Swan, and I haven't had much of a good run with Furious when it comes to shotguns in the past, but hopefully doubling up on it might help it. But for the life of me, I have not been able to stack damage as easily as I should. Luckily, we'll be able to knock him down indefinitely, so we're able to get those hits in easily, so hopefully when all pellets connect, the Furious effect will stack. Damage seems to be going okay. That's knocking down his 30,000 HP bar pretty quickly. Don't glitch out on this one. Alright, so taking advantage of the scope and the Furious effects here, you can see that they synergize very well together. I was able to keep him down and keep that Furious damage stacking as we went along, so that was very good. We'll move on to something else now. Next up, we'll be testing it on this bloody ghoul over here. Now this guy's a little bit faster and more unpredictable, so he might be more of a problem than Big Swan, But basically, if we can just keep him down like that, we can wail on him until he's dead. Going against singular targets with this shotgun, obviously this is the best way to do it, as you'll be doing enough pellets. Yeah, you'll be hitting him with enough pellets to keep him staggered and, you know, knocked down every time. So against one-on-one targets, this weapon is actually proving to be very good. But what happens when there's lots of other enemies in the mix? We'll find out. Here we are, back at the vicious pack of bears, ready to test out this thing's strengths while there's multiple targets running at ya. Doing it at night just because. Now, it'll probably be easiest way to go about this would probably just to be taking out his cronies first, maybe getting a knockdown on them to keep them back while we backpedal slowly. Looks like the knockdown effect is able to keep many enemies at bay at once, which is actually really good. We're just not hitting them with enough damage at this range to be able to make an effective mark, so moving in close is probably what we want to do. Although this is a weakness of the scope, is that I can't see around me. I know there's one approaching from the right, so we'll prioritize him for a bit. Alright, you could see from that health bar that he was easily taking damage from the, or bonus damage from the Furious effect going here. So we managed to take out all of the bears, I think, except for the big one. I don't know where he's got off to. But this weapon is very good when you're able to choke point, because you can simply, you know, keep firing and the pellets that hit their targets will drop the ones there, and even the ones behind them. This weapon's got enough of a spread to make it able to hit multiple targets and knock them down at once, which is really good. So all in all, a pretty pleasant surprise this weapon has been. I was expecting the weapon to be not as good. I tested a Furious effect on an automatic shotgun a while back and it was very underwhelmed, but using this little trick with the scopes and advanced receiver, or any semi-automatic receiver for that, you can easily do quite the damage and, you know, keep your enemies at bay. So, good weapon overall. We'll leave it off here. Thanks for watching, guys.